Hello again. Well, it's a few hours later and I'm ready to do another exercise. So I'm hitting all of the main parts of the body. So here is another one of my very favorite exercises. These are all 15 minutes or less. So hope you enjoy this. I'm going to share the screen here. Here we go.
I'm excited that you're joining me for this low back practice. We won't need much. You can have a strap for later, though. We'll start in child's pose, but we'll take a variation here. So the knees can be wide or they can be closed in. And let's just reach our arms over to the right. Let our torso stretch nice and long. Breathe through that left side body. Keep the hips reaching back toward the back of the room. Breathe into the low back space. And then come back through center. We'll take it over to the left. Again, find that breath through that right lung. And then send it down through the low back space. A little caress of breath there. I know you probably want to stay there, but we're going to move up through tabletop. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Such a great release for the low back. Let the toes be tucked. Exhale to round in. And inhale to stretch the collarbones wide across the front body. Exhale, round in. Inhale back to tabletop. We'll take our right arm up, look up, and then exhale. Wrap the arm under the body. Let the shoulder come down if that feels okay. Reach that left arm out if that feels okay, and keep the toes tucked, the hips reaching away from the crown of the head. Breathe here. Try to send your intention to heal that low back through the breath throughout this whole practice. Next inhale brings that left hand under the shoulder. The right arm reaches up, and then we lower it back down under the shoulder. We'll inhale the left arm to come up. Exhale, wrap this arm through. Keep the hips reaching back. The arm to reach away from the heels. And really feel the lengthening in the back body. Keeping that navel hugged into the spine. Press that right hand under the shoulder. Reach up with that left arm and bring it back down. A lot of times low back instability is a result of a weak core, so we'll work on that, keeping the toes tucked. We want to have our knees lift about 2 inches off of the earth and hold it here. Press down firmly through the hands. Knees right at hip distance. Exhale to lower. Take a breath here. Let's do that again. Lift just the knees about 2 inches. Navel tucks into the spine. Keep the head neutral. Press down firmly through the hands. And release. Take a breath here. We got one more round of this. Building strength, we lift our knees. Option to lift one hand to notice if the hips move too much. And the other hand. This is all about core stability, all about strengthening. Another breath. And release. The right knee comes just behind the right wrist. The tops of the feet press down. We're going to take a version of pigeon here. So we want to rock to that left cheek, left glute. And then for your pigeon, go ahead and just let your torso be heavy. Again, release through the low back with the breath. Inhale to press the torso up. We'll come back through tabletop. We'll let the left knee come back behind that left wrist. And again, drop the hips down. Lower the torso. Breathe through the lower body. Let your head be heavy. We'll inhale to come up. We'll swing that right leg forward. Keep it reached out. Let the tops of the left toes press down. Let the left heel reach up. We'll take our little side bend here. So the right hand comes to the top of the leg, the palm up. And then you just reach for the side bend. Keep pressing down through the sit bones. Keep the toes tucking, pressing into the earth here to protect the knee, and breathe. Inhale to come up. We'll stay here, but bring the torso just so that it will fold over the front of that leg. The tops of the toes can keep pressing down. The heel keeps lifting. The toes reach in toward the body. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to fold. Keep the navel hugged into the spine and just reach as long as you would like today. So no need to overstretch, overreach. And inhale to come up. We'll take a switch of those legs. So that left leg goes long. Toes press in, heel lifts. The left palm comes down as we reach over and find that stretch. Nice little twist here. We'll inhale to come up. Let's move that torso so that it will fall over the leg. You can always use the strap for this. I didn't cue that the first round. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale to fold in. Just notice what feels good today. Torso can be heavy. Inhale to lift the torso. Moving into a little side twist here. So we take the right leg long. You can even have the knee bent if you like. We inhale nice and tall. We'll just squeeze in toward that knee. Inhale tall. And then exhale to look over the shoulder. Keep squeezing in. Keep squeezing everything in toward the midline. Shoulders reach away from the ears. Another breath here. And exhale. Inhale through center. We'll do the same thing. We can let this left leg go long, or we can bend it in. We can get nice and tall here. I want you to hug everything in toward the midline. Keep the navel hugged in. Inhale nice and tall. And then exhale for that little twist here as you squeeze everything in. Inhale. And exhale to squeeze and twist. Let's inhale nice and tall back through center. Bring those knees together. I mentioned before that our core is so important for our low back here. Move into boat pose here for just a few moments. The legs are long. The hands can be right behind the hamstrings, or you can have them long. The legs can be bent like mine, or they can be straight. Keep the chest lifting and breathe. Couple more breaths here. Now we'll lower down from boat pose. Have the arms come overhead. Keep the navel pressed into the earth. Squeeze everything in so all the muscles are turned on. And hold it here for 1, 2, 3, 4. One last breath. And 5, release. Take a little pause here. Bringing the knees up. Let your hands come down by your sides. We're going to work on our low back through bridge lifts. So we inhale to press the head down, lift the hips up toward the knees, or no, toward knee height, and then exhale to lower down. Let's inhale to lift, squeeze the hamstrings. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale. Hold it here. Keep everything hugged in toward the midline. Hold it here. One of my favorite back releases whenever I have low back pain. And slowly release the hips down. Reach for your strap. Keep this left knee bent. Let your strap come onto the foot, the ball of the foot. Our aim is to keep the hamstring nice and straight, so whatever you need to do with that strap to allow that, please do so. We'll first inhale to lift the shoulders up, keep the navel hugged in toward the mat, and breathe. Go ahead and release that head down. Now, keep this left hip pressing down, keep the knee hugged in toward the midline, and open this leg out to the side. Squeeze the hamstring, squeeze that right glute, and bring it back up through center. Release the strap for a moment. Take your your right leg over the left. The toes come to flex. You either have your hands on the shins like this, or you can have the hands like handlebars on the outer edges of the feet. We're getting into this outer hip, this piriformis. We're trying to stretch through those muscles that really affect the back. Again, feel the breath move through the hips, the low back. And release. Take that right knee down. Grab your strap once again. Bring it to the ball of the foot. Leg nice and straight as we press the foot into the strap and pull. Inhale to lift. The shoulders come up and we breathe. Lower those shoulders down. Keep everything hugged in toward the midline. That right hip pressed down. The leg opens out to the left, just as much as you can keep that right hip down. And breathe. We'll bring that leg back through center. Release the strap. Take the left leg over. Again, take what you can here, whatever feels best for you. Either the hands to the shins or to the outer edges of the feet. Kick into the feet, pull into the hands, all the things. And just breathe into that side. Where you feel it, you should probably feel that. And slowly release. We'll keep the leg over and we'll take a twist. So if it feels too much, too intense on the back today, then go ahead and release that little twist. But otherwise, bringing the knees over to the right. Look over that left shoulder. Keep the shoulders pressed down into the mat. And we inhale through center. We'll take that right leg to cross over. Bring the knees over to the left. Look over that right shoulder. Final release for the low back. We'll inhale, bring those knees back up. For our Shavasana, if you are experiencing low back pain, you can have your knees knock in, the feet flat, the arms come out just like they normally would in Shavasana, the palms to face up. Otherwise, you can take the legs long for your Shavasana and just allow the support of the earth to ground you. Know that you're fully supported. Sometimes we just have to tune in. Option to stay here as long as you'd like. You can otherwise come to your side, take a moment of pause, be grateful as you sit up. Hands come to heart center in honor of your practice, in honor of you supporting yourself as well. We inhale to let the arms splay out. We send that love, that energy, that kindness that we've created for ourselves into the universe. And exhale, the hands come back through the heart. We end with namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today.
Well, that was another great stretch this morning. So let's make it a beautiful day out there.